Hey, this is Tanya, creator of the Acupressure Reiki technique, where I utilize the power of the universal life force energy that is infinite and abundant for all of us, and the power of touch. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to talk about how we notice our emotions when we're out of alignment, because we all get out of alignment. And yes, we do notice them, but what do we do about those emotions when they come up? And no emotion is good or bad, because we need these emotions. We need to acknowledge them. But the way that we process them can sometimes take us even further out of alignment. So with Reiki, it brings us back to center. And when we acknowledge that it's okay, we still accept and we love ourselves completely, then we can get back in alignment a lot easier. So with Reiki, let's say we're having a moment of anxiety. We know that something's not right. It doesn't matter what gave us that anxiety. We're feeling it. And we need to acknowledge that it's okay to have that feeling. We need to have those feelings. And how we let it go is through breath work, through noticing the feelings, where they are in our body. That's really important, because anxiety, it's a blockage. When we have something going on in our body, there is a blockage, and pain is a blockage. And so to release that, we need to know where the source is coming from. So some people, when they get anxiety, they feel it in their chest. Some people, they feel it in their stomach. Some, it's just an overwhelming feeling all over, and it escalates from there. And the more it escalates, the harder it is to get out of it. So the best thing to do is, as soon as we feel that anxiety coming on, and we know when it's coming. Sometimes we know the triggers that make that anxiety happen. And sometimes it's so subtle that we ignore it. And we need to learn how to not ignore it, because it's okay to have those feelings. So as soon as that feeling starts to come up, wherever you're feeling it, let's say you're feeling it in your chest, you're getting short of breath, and you're feeling like the world is closing in around you, and you cannot think, you cannot function. Maybe you're driving and you need to pull over, because it's going to be overwhelming. So go ahead and pull over. It's okay. You don't need to suppress it. You don't need to make it worse by smoking a cigarette or taking a drink or having an altercation with the next person that comes into your sight. Those are not the right ways. So if you can, get somewhere alone in a safe space and take your hand to your heart and feel that anxiety. Feel it. Really feel it. And tell yourself that you are loved and that it is okay to have this feeling. Acknowledge it. And then tell yourself it's okay to let it go. Take a deep breath from your belly. Like, really take that inhale like you're blowing up a balloon in your belly. Take that inhale, and then you're going to hold it at the top, and then you're going to slowly let it go. And at the same time, you're going to be holding your hand to your heart. And while that anxiety was making your heart race, you're going to feel that slow down. And take a few deep breaths, but make sure that you're inhaling through your nose, especially inhale. You can exhale through your mouth, but do it very slowly with intention, and feel that emotion. And then you'll see it slightly start to dissipate, and then you will just give thanks and gratitude for that feeling and for yourself. Like, loving yourself is part of the journey. And if you're not loving yourself, you're going to have those moments over and over until you do love yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more you're going to see that emotion is a lot easier to deal with, because we're always going to get different emotions that we like and don't like. That's human. But learning how to accept them, that's our work.